Alright, today we're looking at the Limitless Mod paired with War Machine once again. So, War Machine mod, to put it briefly, is an overhaul mod that makes some stuff just a lot more technical or just has a lot more stuff to it so that there's more layers to the game, and honestly is just kind of cool overall. I don't like what they did to the blister. I wish it still gave nades, but like whatever, it gives grenade damage and blast radius, and there's probably some more absurd stuff. Maybe you just get passive nades or something. And then it takes the character skill trees and absolutely overhauls them, so there are a lot of new skills to read through, a lot of decisions to be made, and today we're pairing it with the Limitless mod that makes 5 out of 5 skills into 100-point skills, and also gives you 10 skill points per level up, so you have 300 at level 30 here, and you could have like 800 at level 80. It's really ridiculous. We're going to take this character through the end of the base campaign, and then we're going to fight Terra at level 30, and then we'll load up a level 80 OP10 character and do some raiding at OP10 for the funny. So initially here, we have to look at BuzzX Rampage. It does some weird stuff in this mod. Mouse 1 is just normal melee, but if you zoom in and then throw, it swaps between either a poisonous Buzz Axe or an adaptive light Buzz Axe, which is a little weird. It's a little finicky sometimes, but it's something that just exists in this mod. It's kind of odd. We won't really worry about it too much. We'll probably just run a full melee build today. I don't know if I'm going to read the skill tree as in-depth as I have been recently because there's a lot of skills in this. So let me just kind of get the general gist of what's going on. We've got reload and swap on a kill skill with bloodlust stacks here. We've got extra rocket launcher ammo capacity and reload speed here. So that's something, okay. Paint the town red, kill skill, increases melee damage. Yeah, melee buffs melee, sure. Unclog the blood, killing an enemy with a bullet increases weapon damage, sure. Grenade buffs nade. Vermilion Fury, each stack of Bloodlust now increases your weapon damage. Newer effects will be gained according to current Bloodlust stacks obtained. So weapon damage per stack. At 50 stacks, we reduce weapon spread. At 100 stacks, we increase fire rate. And at 140, it increases damage even further. Only red, this skill gives additional effects to other kill skills. I'm not going to read it, but it's a lot of stuff, basically. Light the Fuse is Light the Fuse, but also gives passive weapon damage, melee damage, explosive damage, and grenade damage. Blood-Filled Guns is way down here, and also increases stack hold time. Kill skill, at 140 Bloodlust stacks, killing an enemy will grant you half the bonus of Light the Fuse without investing in it, so you could still get like 15% damage, whatever amount of extra damage from this. Probably not worth it, but it is neat. Blood Smoothie, when kill skills are deactivated, you heal for each stack of Bloodlust. And then Blood Splosion is kind of still Blood Splosion, but slightly buffed looking. Okay. Krieg also has a passive skill in Middle Tree. You get 15% damage reduction in Buzz Axe. Upon death, you drop a grenade that gives you 2 times XP if it kills anything. Basic melee attacks can hit multiple times and can be randomly activated during Buzz Axe Rampage. And then you deal 10% extra grenade damage and can carry 2 extra grenades. That's pretty nice. Embrace the Pain increases roid damage and movement speed while shield is broken. Feed the Meat gives extra max health and then even more max health while Buzz Axe is active. Empty the Rage increases melee damage, further increased if your health is full or if your magazine is empty. That's weird, but okay. Fuel the Rampage, entering Buzz Axe Rampage grants both you and your teammates increased weapon damage. That seems weird because we're locked to melee, but okay. Thrill of the Kill increases melee weapon damage, throw speed, and dot damage in Buzz Axe Rampage state. I don't know why weapon damage is getting buffed. Maybe the throws are counted as weapon, I guess. Bloody Raging Fire. During Buzz Axe, all damage you suffer is reduced. Enemies within 500 units of you also deal less melee damage, take more damage from melee, and receive reduced movement speed. Debuff is further increased with each Hellfire stack, I'm assuming? Okay, yeah, it is called Hellfire, so that skill gets buffed by that. Got it. Salt the Wound. Taking damage from an enemy adds a stack of Salt the Wound, increasing melee damage and weapon damage. Oh, so it's not just shotguns, that's nice. At 20 stacks or more, you grant a small amount of lifesteal and deal 30% more melee. That's cool. Synchronized Pain, this is STV, but it does less damage, but if you hit yourself, you deal 3 times melee damage to enemies within 1,000 units of you. Absurd Reaction enhances your buzz axe with the power of Iridium. Your Psychotic Rejoiner throw will now throw multiple axes at once. And then Deranged Demeanor, hold mouse 1 while aiming to unleash a single shot of Arcane Barrage. Okay, so depending on which one you're running, you will get that effect. Got it. Seize the Risk, kill skill. You can instantly revive down teammates. After reviving a teammate in this way, you must enter fight for your life. Okay. At level 2, 15 stacks Assault the Wound, your max health is reduced by 50%, but you gain 30% more melee damage. Weird, but okay. Level 3, at 15 stacks Assault the Wound, your max shield is reduced by 50%, but you and your allies gain 30% more weapon damage. Okay. And then we have Release the Beast down here. It looks like Release the Beast. Over here in Right Tree, we get burn damage and burn damage per stack of Hellfire, alongside self-heal chance. Interesting. Feel the Fire. Killing an enemy increases your fire weapon damage and chance of causing elemental effects. This is further increased per stack of Hellfire. Fire Paradise, dealing a fire dot / impact damage grants you a stack of Hellfire. Each stack of Hellfire gains you movement speed and your entire team stacking health regen. Hellfire stacks will decay if you don't deal fire dot damage or be on fire. Okay, max stacks of 100. Fire Fiend melee attacks have a 20% chance to deal extra damage as fire damage and ignite enemies. Melee damage and reload speed are increased with each stack of Hellfire. Hellfire Halitosis is a Hellfire Halitosis? Oh, it does a radius instead of the normal cone it does. Got it, okay. Painless Power increases gun damage and dot damage, however decreases defense. Each stack of Hellfire will reduce defense penalty and increase other effects. Flame Flare, each time you apply a burn effect to an enemy, there's a chance another burn effect will be applied instantly. Within 1,240 units of combustion, you can set yourself on fire. This effect only happens once per application. Effect resets at once affected target is not on fire. Each Hellfire stack also increases fire rate and burst delay. Numb Nerves, all damage received is reduced with each stack of Hellfire. Additionally, you also gain max health per Hellfire stack. Okay. Emotional Damage, all elemental status effects you inflict have the same chance to activate self-heal from Burning Passion and Fuel the Fire. Fire Fiend now allows any damage from bullets or grenades to ignite enemies on fire in addition to melee attacks. The chance to ignite is based on the melee ignite chance. Elemental Empathy, at 85 Hellfire stacks, you gain significant power buffs. And then Raving Retribution spawns 4 homing fireballs every 3 seconds. Oh, on dealing fire dot. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is a lot. Let's just keep it simple for right now and stick to what we know. Let's just get a bunch of extra damage going. We'll just smack dudes. Smacking dudes is old reliable. We'll just run melee for the level 30. Oh, wait a minute. Can I just guaranteed self-hit and then just become an AoE character? Yes. Interesting. Okay, well that could be funny. So yeah, we just buffed our roid damage and movement speed, buffed even more melee damage, buffed more melee damage, and some throw speed could be funny. I put 10 points in this to debuff enemies by 30% and also give us some damage reduction. And then we got a 100% chance to self-hit for the 3 times melee damage here. And then Release the Beast because it's Release the Beast. Okay, so how easy is it for me to get whittled down? Little more. Thank you. This is my life now. I just hit myself in the face and enemies die. It's a simple life. And then also, yeah, I think we can just toggle Buzz Axe whenever we want. Yeah, we can. Hold on, how's my throw speed? It's really fast too. Okay, that's cool. Sure. Alright, Jack, bring it on. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't even think we need to wait for drops. I think we can just go beat up Terra, right? Realistically here. Alright, Terra, come here. Oh, right, melee attachments melee faster in this mod, so I can just kind of... Oh my goodness, dude. Okay. The one mod where STV is actually, like, preferred as a method. Let's go. Alright, I might as well just load up an OP10 character and look at some of the ridiculous class mods. Okay, so here at OP10, we've got a lot of reading to do. So, Slayer of Terra gives health regen, burn damage, explosive damage, and launcher ammo. Your Bloodlust stacks now last forever. Effect is applied after another retrigger of stacking Bloodlust. Level 2 Absurd Reaction. Upon activating your action skill, all enemy health bars are instantly reduced by 400% the amount of your max health. However, reduced health bar is displayed during activation. This can be mistaken as enemies regaining health again. Okay. So that looks ridiculous. So just throw on a Rough Rider, throw on a max health relic, and then 400% of our health is going to be taken off of enemies the second we pop action skill? Is that permanent? Because, like, if it is, we can just toggle Buzz Axe a bunch of times at a dude and then watch him just have no health. Oh, wow, that... He might as well be dead. Wait, is this just... Hold on, I'm gonna go up to Terra. Hello, Terra. Does it not work on raids? Wait. I don't know if it works on raids. I don't think his health bar is getting smaller than the one pop. Yeah, I think just the one pop is all it's gonna do. Okay, but still, that removes how much health off of a boss? Like 40 million health? Okay, well still, that's interesting. It's definitely enough to drop basic enemies down, as we can see. But yeah, no, the raid boss is still healthy. What if we actually spec out a proper melee build then? Just to pair alongside this if we're going to be doing Buzz Axe stuff. Okay, we have a melee spec. Melee damage, more melee damage, more. 1 point for the thing. 20 points because I guess why not? 1 point because of course. And then we put a couple points into Paint the Town Red, but that's a kill skill that relies on me actually fighting mobs instead of just a single boss. Vermilion gets 49 points from a class mod, so that's just a lot of extra weapon damage per Bloodlust stack there. And then I put a bunch of points in only red because it gives Salt the Wound extra melee damage as well, so that should be pretty good. And then just kind of some stuff over here. A little bit of fiery stuff, a little bit of weapon damage over here. And then reignite chance is maxed out, 100% to light enemies on fire on melee. And then numb nerves, because why not? Emotional damage should apply fire damage with all of our shots. Elemental empathy, and then raving retribution. Now we punch the man. I am so fast. What if I use a pokey stick? Hold on. Rapier still gives 200% melee damage alongside just poking faster in this mod, so this will be pretty funny. I mean, like, yeah, that works. Sure. Sure, why not? Let's look at what the other class mods do. Alright, Legendary Burnout class mod. This looks like our Fire Comm. Level 2 emotional damage at 90 Hellfire stacks. Your fire weapon's mag size is extended by 200. Except for fire snipers and rocket launchers, they will unload everything instead. Oh, so they just become mag dump weapons. Okay. And then, yeah, this gives plus to Bloody Raging Fire, which would debuff enemies a ton, so I should probably be using that, just in general. Enemies are going to take so much more damage. They're going to probably just keel over. Extra burn damage here would be insane. The fire weapon damage here is really, really strong. The Fire Paradise for the extra movement speed, I should probably take points out of that, because that's going to be insane to deal with. We'll just 1 point it, because yeah, that's going to be a lot of extra movement speed alongside our already increased movement speed. Flame Flare's reignite chance is 600% now. Tons of fire rate. Alright, let's back that off a little bit. Okay, so like, yeah, you know, if this is going to be stupid. It already is, but like, it'll be even more stupid. Alright, sir. Game did not like that. Alright, how about the chopper? I mean, like, that's funny. Hey, I'm not lighting on fire, though. I don't know if I really have self-ignite chance, so I might have to just throw a fire nade at my foot. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Alright, we're above the required Hellfire stacks. And yeah, that fire rate's definitely higher. Hold on. Oh, oh no. Wait a minute. And this is getting further buffed because of Bloody Blast. With the extra mag size and stuff. Hold on. I need to respec further. Alright, let's do it. That's something. That's definitely something. Okay. What if I got a plasma cannon? Hold on. Come on. Alright, we're above. Surface coward. Okay. I mean, that's really funny, but I ran out of ammo. Oh wait, we're good. Nice. Wait, that doesn't even... I have a grog. Wait. That's better. That's so stupid. Okay, yeah, sure. What else do we got? The hallucination? Oh, is this the real melee class mod? Yes, it is. Okay, so this would be like if we just wanted to smack dudes. I might as well test it. Okay, this is a very bare bones max damage build here. So damage, health, damage, minus enemy, well, increases damage taken by enemies. A little bit assault, maxed out STV, release the beast. In our right tree, we just went a little bit of burn damage and then almost maxed out Fire Fiend because why not just try that out, I guess? Alright, how did we do? That's not even much more than doing the other stuff, but like, you know, it's funny. I mean, like, that's, yeah, this is just really, really OP melee. Who would have guessed? Turns out. Ah, yes, the legendary Schizophrenia class mod. Kill skill duration, mag size, and then just plus to a lot of green skills. Sure. We can probably just run this with, like, some gun build, right? We'll just run whatever we want and then be done with it. Okay, for the gun build, we'll just do weapon buffs weapon, grenade buffs nade, more weapon here, way more grenade here, and then like some other stuff. And then just minus enemy damage resistance, a little bit of right tree for some damage, chance to light enemies on fire with bullets. Should probably be good, I would imagine. Okay, we're probably going to be a bit OP for this, but, you know, dragons, because why not? And then we'll honestly probably just roll into another boss right away. Oh, wow. That actually kind of looks really sick. Yep. I'm just using a let's go. Here, let's swap to something else that's not a let's go. Wait, where's my chopper at? There it is. Sure, just a chopper. There we go. And honestly, I gotta say, even without all of the insanity that we just did, some of those effects were still just a base part of the mod, like the flame flare fire combustion, the amount of raving retribution projectiles that spawn. It's just super duper cool anyway, even without the insane buffs that we have. Just wanted to point that out. The mod itself is also just like really cool for being able to do that. What's our last class mod anyway? Just a legendary psycho? Oh, Delusion. Allows Buzzak's rage's duration to be affected by bloodlust stacks. Hellfire burn damage is increased by 20% per level of afterburn. Yeah, this is probably just a middle of the pack class mod. It actually looks pretty nice. Okay, maybe I'd, yeah, no, this would actually just be really good. Guaranteed fire on melees, plus a bunch of weapon and like damage there, which is still weird that it's on Buzzak's activation, but like I don't know. The Thrill of the Kill is still really good, and then like yeah, the 1 point there for the thing. I'm just gonna use the Schizo class mod for now though. Hello, sir. How are you today? Ow. Hold on, we can win this. You take shield. Thank you.
I'm never sorry. What a fantastic black boy I've become. Get over here and smell my meat.
Alright, a little bit of crime. Okay, a little bit more crime would have been in order, I guess. That's fine. Let's try this. That seems pretty nice. Wait, they both have their own shield? What? Alright, hold on now. Done. Alright, for Pete, let me just stack a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the blood explosions are really fast. Like, really, really fast, to the point where I don't know if I can use them. Yeah, no, okay. That'll be a little rough. We can still do that, though. Just hold it down. Alright. Hyperius, you're the last man of the day. Hold on. Well, that man's dead. I just want to stack up for a little bit.
It's a scarlet slice.
Okay, that damage wasn't too crazy, but now we have a drunk effect and also kill skill. That's a little better. Hold on, I want the lasers. Yeah, this is a weird quirk with this mod. Every time you trigger your Buzz Axe, it chooses between the poison or the beam attacks for your thrown Buzz Axe. And if you swing before doing the throw, it lets you spam out a bunch of throws really fast. Compared to just if you were to zoom in and do this. So, like, yeah, this is normal, but if I just kind of... It made for a really interesting playthrough, though. I will be honest, because you could just get this insanely high speed of volatile, like, just volley thing going on. And it's totally not supposed to be that fast, but it can be. And that was a really fun part of just, yeah, the full playthrough that I did. Just flying around, pretty good air control on the characters, being able to just kind of do whatever you wanted. It used to be even more insane, though, with other roid shields and stuff, which honestly, hold on, let me go check if I can get a normal roid shield. Okay, purple roid shield. This should give us some air control. Yeah, at least a little bit of air control. It used to be even more insane, but you could just basically do that. Just have a ton of damage and just lob stuff at dudes really, really fast 24/7. It is super duper fun. Hold on, let me do one last melee build then. Okay. I got most of our melee tree spec'd out.
Shut up! Confusion! Stop judging me!
Yeah. Yeah, that seems about right.
Quiet! Stop talking to me! Confusion!
So that's what you can do to people in this mod.
Kill the little man!
Yeah, so that's really, really dumb. But that's kind of just what you can do with this. And, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it for the character. Pretty fun goof. Really, really strong. I do like War Machine a lot. I think we have one more character coming up after this. Next one should be Zero.